and gentlemen, si Ira po is Binibining 19. She is representing Quezon Province. Of course, gusto makakatune in lang natin sa live. Ira, I have a question, no? So, what attracted you to join, of course, the prestigious Binibining Pilipinas 2020?
To be honest talaga, last year, I was very hesitant to join Binibining Pilipinas, knowing that it is a prestigious pageant. So, and also, it is quite financially demanding joining an annual pageant. But I believe that God will do this. I believe this is my calling. So, I'm just going and enjoying.
Of course, yung bringing...
I think my Lola, especially that it's really hard for her to be a parent for me. Just be kind, just be selfless, always be willing and have that kind of heart who's always willing to help and to listen to each and every person. Kasi sometimes yun yung nami-miss out natin, yung mga basics. We tend to advance into the next year without savoring the present.
Pero ito, parang in a lighter question lang. Kasi kanina pa ka namin tinitingnan. Sobrang share mo sa amin yung parang British wine mo. No?
Hindi, totoo yan. Kasi alam mo, sabi ko nga siya kanina, no? Mukha kang mamahalin, yung look.
Oh, mabango! Wow! May baby, come on!
Ano yung parang secret mo? Like,
Or baka ganyan naman talaga yung family na magaling. Singit,
Ganun talaga pag binibini.
Aside from me, yung binibini, dapat laging fresh. Kahit pagod. Siguro, I just wanna thank Silka. Parang, shout out na sa sponsor na. Para sa flawless na
Pero yung totoo, sabi yung ano talaga yung totoo.
So,
Meron ka bang
may orasyon.
serum
To be
na
honest
secret
talaga,
serum?
before ako mag-start talaga ng skincare, I always use safeguard to cleanse my
Totoo
face.
yan?
Kasi as in safeguard talaga, diba, 99.9% pero
Wait, sponsor bang safe?
yun. So para matanggal niyo muna yun by next na kasi airlines.
Sige, tanungin natin yan later.
Philippine Airlines.
Yan of course nga pala doon sa mga viewers natin, your former flight attendant. So alam mo naman kapag mga flight attendant, talagang maraming mga edges talaga. I mean yung kung paano, of course kailangan mo maging presentable. So feeling ko doon
And
ka
every
rin
day
na
talaga
mode.
din kami nag-wear ng
Yes. So far, on of course, sa mga event,
kasi it is more than just
Binibini Sisters nga, di ba? Hashtag Binibini Sisters.
kasi bukod sa team namin is Pinipili Sister. You can see talaga this and everyone is really willing na you can do this, parang pwede mo itong gawin and then sasanyas kami sa'yo, ganyan, and then we'll be cheering for you. Siguro kung hindi ka ma-cheer ng mga tao na sa labas, we'll be cheering for you. So,
Talaga sa sa backstage talaga, may mga candidates talaga na parang medyo mababa yung more, spirit niya.
siguro lahat talaga, lagi naman kaming ganun, parang ito sa totoo lang, to be honest, pageantry, siguro sort of it will boost your confidence but also it will not boost your confidence kasi it will you will question your own self, you will question your own identity, but what is important is you go back to your core, you go back to why I started and why I opened this kind of work. So
Ira, dumating ba sa part na nawawalan ka ng pag-asa? Kasi there's a lot of girls na competitive as well as beautiful.
And of course, alam mo naman, siguro ramdam mo naman yung ibang candidates medyo lamang sa social media pressure.
siguro sa akin hindi. Siguro kahit sabihin nila na this is my first national pageant, maybe you can try next time. But still, I'm still doing my best. Kasi I've been here, we've been part of the top 40 official candidates of Binibini. I think that's a lot. And being part of the official candidates, it means that they're giving me a chance to win for the title. You can never tell talaga. Just like last year, si Tio Benita, wala, siguro, hindi siya napapansin before. The wild card siya, but then, she got the crown.
Yung nakakatuwa kasi, of course, we're live now. May mga nag-share ko, mga kababayan mo, Go Ira, binibinibig yung 19, Sawayan. Nakakatawa. Shout out po, good luck, Queen Ira, Dexter Panganiban, my God, in fairness. Anyway, of course, question to host kapag mo sa press ko namin with the Binibining Pilipinas candidate, no? Ano ba yung pinakamalapit sa puso mo na Binibining Pilipinas?
To be honest talaga, alam niyo ni Mars.
Ay, Mars?
Si Mars ang may alam. Si Mars ang may
Sino
susi.
nga sumagot, Mars?
Oo na nga.
To be honest, my target talaga is Miss Ko. But then, I've also heard a lot of girls na din na, no, parang mas fit ka sa crown na to. And whatever the Binibining Pilipinas will be giving me, if they're be giving me a crown, I will really accept it and I will really do my very best to represent our Philippines. Kasi yun lang naman talaga gusto ko, ma-represent ko yung Philippines.
And for those who are watching, no, ang Ira is under Kagandahang
Ng
Flores.
Flores.
So, kumusta naman yung support? And of course, trainings.
Actually, I really appreciate Ido Roj. Though, alam natin na ang dami namin AF girls.
Yes.
But you can see then naman na talagang pinupur out niya talaga yung part niya for each and every girl na, oh, dapat lahat ganito yung walk. No, parang binabagay niya sa character ng isa. And kung ano yung kailangan ng isa, nagpo-focus talaga siya. Kung sino yung parang mas kailangan ng attention.
Oh my God, si Hero Angelo na basher, ha? Ay, mabait din si Ira.
Hi,
Pa-shout out.
basher.
Hi, Hero Angelo. Mga friendship namin na.
Ako naman, pasingit naman ng very slight. Meron tayong nanonood ngayon galing sa Paris. We have Banjo from UAE. We have Joe Casey who's asking about, what about Ira? You're gonna find out, Joe Casey. We have AC, and what's interesting is that we have a regular here. Pangalan niya ay Serendipity Hill. Sabi niya, hu. Thanks for this. I believe na Ira has so much potential. How do you feel? Although hindi ka yung pinakamatunog sa social media, but of course, when you have messages like this na paisa-isa, padala-dalawa, mas malakas ba yung impact ng ganito?
Yes, Tita. It will really boost my confidence. But I always remind myself that my security is always my identity. Kasi, as beauty queen, you always have to remind yourself that there will be criticisms. There will be negative and positive criticisms that would help you as a person. And it is how you will handle those criticisms gracefully and you will accept it. Kasi no matter what happens, you are there, you're representing yourself and you're representing your country. And yeah, you just have to be yourself.
Ira, I want to go back a little bit to what you said earlier about deciding to join now, finding your voice in the middle of the pandemic, and dropping something about the financials of the whole thing. I guess ang question ko is, why decide now kung lahat ng tao naghihigpit ng sinturon? Bakit ngayon? May oras ka pa.
Yes. Siguro, I've been in a position of questioning then the sarili ko if I am still capable of doing this. But when God told you to do this, kahit na anong hindrance, kahit na anong rejection you will feel, you will just do it. And also, I really love doing this kasi this is what I am very passionate about. Not just how it means representing myself, and because I really love speaking and I really love to inspire people. Kasi I'm a former campus missionary of Every Nation campus where I'm encouraging different kinds of people, especially the students, wherein it challenge their mental health, and I'm always there being their ate.
Your grandma is watching. Celia, tama?
Lola ko.
Lola!
Hello, my granddaughter. Love you so much. Hello po, Mother Stella Guccia Malaluan. She's watching right now.
Nakakatuwa.
Oh my God, support talaga
Yes.
ng family.
Alam ko.
Sino si Vanessa Malaluan?
Mami ko.
Hi, Madam
Si
Vanessa.
Manny Vanessa nag-send sa akin ng 310 stars. Thank you so much, Miss Morales. Oh my God, ano ba? Kumikita ng kabuhayan.
Ay, ano question lang. Question, kasi di ba kakatapos lang ng press presentation.
Yes.
Take us back to your experience in press presentation. And at the same time, ito, from your performance to press presentation, ang daming positive na comment, going now to national costume and jump show and Shein show. How was it? May pressure ba ngayon na kailangan mong pantayan yung performance mo sa press presentation coming to national costume and fashion show?
I think pressure will always be normal. Kahit sa inyo din naman, you're naka-experience kayo ng pressure. And it is how you will handle it. Kasi there will always be a lot of pressure.
May pera, walang pressure.
Sobrang hard minsan yung expectations for us, especially if may nakakita kami maganda. But this is a reminder for everyone that we are doing our best, and I hope you will appreciate what we will be presenting on the Drag Fashion Show. Kasi to be honest lang din talaga yung press presentation, I'm quite worried with my performance.
Yes, tama
Kasi
po.
hindi talaga okay yung pa ako noon. Kasi sunod-sunod yung pa ako doon. But I am very happy na ito naman yung naging result. And siguro may mga konting mistakes, but I am very happy and I am very open na tumanggap ng mga comments, and next time I'll do better.
And nakita na namin yung national costume ninyo through exhibit. Mars, is a collaboration ba with you and your designer, or yung designer mo lang? Or paano yung collaboration ninyo sa national costume ninyo? And I know that parang niyog din yung national costume.
To be honest, doon talaga sa national costume, I asked my mom, ano ba talaga yung magandang color for me? And then my mom said, siguro try mo white. Kasi parang nagsuot ako na ng white swimsuit, so you should try white. Sabi ko, sige. And then, pumunta ako kay Kuya Jojo that time. And sabi niya, uy, may available ako na pwede akong gawin sa'yo ng white na costume. And then, sakto, sabi ko, paano ko gagawin na magkakaroon ng story na white costume? And knowing the Quezon province,
Yo,
more on
green.
green, diba?
Yes,
So,
luntian.
colorful talaga. And that time, sabi ko, sige, give me 2 weeks para magawa ng story behind sa national costume na to. And then, parang nag-suggest sa akin, yung mentor ko for my personality development, si Sir Marjorie Alvera, maybe should try Mount Banahaw. Kasi yun pa yung hindi na-feature. Yun yung hindi pa na, siguro alam natin yung Mount Banahaw, pero hindi pa siya nabibigyan ng pansin for Quezon Province.
And it's siya sa, of course, sa
Yes.
Quezon.
And also, pwede din siya sa akin kasi
Thank you for sending
I'm
stars,
into,
Pat.
diba, former campus missionary.
Sorry,
I
thank
am
you
very
po.
into having that kind of place. So parang, ano talaga, it's my personality. And knowing that Mount Banahaw, it is also called as Vulcante Agua or sleeping volcano, na parang ako din, maybe I am sleeping right now, but on the coronation night, I will become unstoppable.
Wow! Sleeping Giants. Sino ang designer?
Jojo.
From Quezon ito.
Opo, hunter din siya before ni Mariana.
At Ira, kabali parang ano yung mga parang pageants
Thank you so much for sending
sa akin yung handa.
Hi, Kat.
Pageants before, actually, Spartan University is more on sa school lang talaga. Kasi na-discover, lalakad lang naman talaga ako ng country. And then may tumawag sa akin na, bakit naman pageant? Yes, po.
Friendship ni Ira.
Just yun. And then, after that, nahanap ako first. And then I won and Miss Raso. And then I won Miss Southern Luzon, Southern Tagalog. Miss Pasco. And then right after that, Candid Candelaria decided na i-represent ko yung Candelaria for community
So talaga you're Contesera pala talaga.
Talagang contestera on a local level.
From school and then, yes, sa amin, of course.
So international.
Sa Quezon kasi, hindi talaga din ako naglalabas kasi yung lola ko, parang lagi niya sinasabi. Dito ka lang, school bahay lang po talaga ako. So,
Hindi, siguro siyempre naging independent ka rin siguro sa Batangas, no? Tama ba? It's the first time mong sumali ng pageant sa mismong Batangas State University.
yes, Batangas City.
Actually, naman ganang namumukhang ka doon. I think she's from, BSU daw. Sabi ko, yes. She's from Batangas State University and graduate.
I have a few questions for you. Medyo puntahan at posing lahat-lahat na, pero wag natin iwanan na kahit maayos ang com skills, kailangan natin yung weight. So, gusto ko lang medyo i-check nasan ba tayo sa social aware for assassination on the former Prime Minister of Japan. Very strange yung setup na to because Japan has very rigid gun control laws. It's something that's very different from the United States. Your thoughts on this? Is this something that happened?
Minister, kasi ang dami niya na-touch na lives and arming. I think we have made what we have. For governments is really doing their own efforts. They're doing really everything for their country, and I think that it is really time for them to double time and just be them, just appreciate everything, because after all, it's more on the cooperation and coordination of its people. It's not just the government itself.
You mentioned about double time, but this is in a Japanese setting. The Japanese setting, they're very, I think they're very efficient naman with their gun control laws. Now, kung double time ang kailangan ng Japan, anong kailangan ng United States? Because just very recently at the 4th of July parade sa Illinois, nagkaroon na naman ng shooter. He was able to kill, 6 or 7 people. And according to the news, he was able to obtain his guns legally, and his father was the one who wrote on the application or the paperwork for this. So, kung ang Japan kailangan mag-double time, ano sa tingin mo ngayon ang kailangan naman gawin ng Amerika? Parang hindi pa yata umiinit yung case sa school shooting, may panibago na naman sila. It's very commonplace now. Thoughts on this?
I think that with the American naman, I think it is also a great reminder for them na parang siguro not to, maybe they're just focusing on one problem, but they have to not just focus on one problem and to have to think holistically. Because maybe they're just focusing on one, but they're missing out the truth. Sometimes we tend to advance to the next group without focusing or without thinking of what are the basics, what do the country needs. And I think that they need is they have to strengthen their security and their country, because after all, we have been tackling about this, the wars, the communication, that miscommunication, and I think it is really time for us to have that kind of great communication for us in order for us to have a harmonious thing na after all, I believe that we can just get through this and have fun with our lives. But I think that it is really time also for each and every country to look out for their people, because after all, it is their people that will bring their country away.
Yung palit.
Diba?
Kaya na.
Isa pa sana kung pwede. So, in connection with that, so apparently the shooter has had several run-ins na with the authorities. The shooter is also very active on social media, has been posting cryptic and very telling posts na talagang medyo red flag siya. Nakakailang cases na rin sila sa Amerika on shooters na parang may red flag moments pero hindi nila pinapansin. Dito sa Pilipinas, medyo loose pa rin tayo sa ating social media activities. Hindi malayong mangyari to. Anong klaseng surveillance ba ang kailangan natin? Lalo na sa mga younger kids or teenagers na sobrang nakababad sa social media.
I think that we have to strengthen our emergencies and also each and every police officers. And I am very happy that with the new set of our elected president and vice president, they're into training our students, which is they're very open to training our students for ROTC. And I think that with that, they're not just into strengthening our education, but into strengthening our security as a Philippines, because that is what we are missing out there. We are also focusing on what the ways how we can improve our healthcare system and our educational system. And I think it is really time for us to really look for the security of our country, because after all, we cannot have that kind of development with the healthcare system if we are not safe. So they have to ensure their people that what we are living here in the Philippines, that we are safe and we are secured. Because sino ba naman ang gustuhin na pumunta sa isang country or manirahan sa isang country kung alam mo naman na hindi tayo safe. So, and I really appreciate our government's effort na they're really doing a lot of things in order for us to have such kind of improvement for our country.
Sige, sila muna pagtatanungin ko. May isa pa akong round later, pero mamaya na.
Speaking of kanina that you said, the government or very vocal our Vice President, Sara Duterte, with regards to the ROTC thing to our students or 18 and above. Thoughts about this?
Siguro, first and foremost, I really just want to consider others that they're not into this. But I think it is really time for us to have a change, to have such kind of changes. Because if we want to improve the Philippines, maybe we have to step out of our comfort zone to be not to be confined of our own boxes. Kasi that's the growth rate, that's the development. If we go out there and just improve a lot of things, I think that we can achieve a lot of things. So,
Are you willing to undergo ROTC?
yes. Kasi before then, when I was in high school, I really loved joining ROTC again. Kasi it didn't just boost my confidence, but also as a woman, as an empowered woman, it made me learn on how to defend myself. So that yun yung pinaka-importante sa akin. We didn't just learn to defend ourselves, but also our own country.
Thank you.
Alright, so, sige lang. So after yung mga social issues, ng mga questions, so back to, of course, Ira 101 muna tayo. Ira, so can
Yeah,
you
mo sa akin na sa-
can you give us 5 facts about yourself na gusto mong malaman ng ating audience right now?
Siguro first muna is I am a former cabin crew of Philippine Airlines Express. I am a former campus missionary of Every Nation Campus. I am a founder of 1,000 Journey Project. I've told before, I'm a lawless girl and I came from a broken family. So, but I'm still very proud of it kasi knowing that I have 2 families, but I am very proud na I have 2 families because the support system is really what I need right now, especially with this. This is my first national pageant and I really appreciate the effort of my family. Talagang sila siguro yung
Support talaga
pinaka-the best
ngayon.
thing.
Congratulations.
With regards to your work with Senator Cayetano, so can you tell us more about this one?
Actually, Senator Allen is, I think, he's an example. He didn't just taught me on how to be detailed on everything that I do, but also to deepen my character and also to strengthen my faith. As you all know, Senator Allen is a Christian. And maybe you can see then naman na how he discipled a lot of people, how he shared the word of God. And I think that with this kind of man, with this kind of leader, that is all what we need right now. That he didn't just focus on building such kind of laws that would help our country, but it has a lot. It comes from a wisdom that comes from God. I think na siguro sabihin natin, ang cliche naman na parang puro na lang tayo God, puro na lang tayo religion. But sabihin man natin, we need the guidance of God. And I think that I am very happy that he won as the Senator of our Philippines, and nakita ko kung paano niya pinapour out yung lahat na yung puso niya para sa lahat ng tao. Nakita niyo naman yun na lagi siya nagla-live, pinakamusta niya lahat ng mga tao. And also us, na employees niya, nakikita ko din kung paano niya kami namahal. Sabi niya, lagi niya sinasabi sa akin na hindi ko kayo empleyado, pamilya ko. So,
So speaking of Senator Cayetano,
Yes, Senadora Miriam.
kamusta na yung controversial? Oy, doon sa mga audience natin, no, nag-work or under 10,000 controversial 10,000 project si Ira. So, nasa na nga ako?
Gusto niya lang i-mention niya. Gusto niya lang i-drop yun.
Anyway, ayun.
okay. Actually, I'm just the coordinator for sa Pagiging Pag-asa.
I
But
see.
my work talaga is a customer service manager
Alright.
talaga for the restaurant.
So, ito na mga cliche question natin, no? So, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Akala mo sobrang layo. Teka lang, wait. Wait lang. Ikaw muna, anong
Anong advice?
advice mo sa sarili mo?
Sana maraming bata pa rin ng lalaki na.
Ay, alam mo, advice ko rin sa sarili
Ano
ko
ba
yun.
yun?
Totoo yun.
Sana lang naglandi na lang ako ng mga.
Girl, 15 years, sana naman nahanap na ako ng iba, di ba?
Totoo lang ako tip.
Kasalanan ng bulalakaw to. Na-shock ako sa bulalakaw. Bumaba.
Anyway,
Anyway,
pasensya na doon, medyo sobrang cool namin ng interview namin ngayon kasi talagang, ayun magkaka-table lang talaga kami.
table.
Yeah, so, isa
Just
lang.
magkaka-table lang, isang table lang.
Tipid, pero fun. Hi, Sir Meg Perez, Sir Watch.
Hi, Meg!
Ayan, ako makapag-send ng Star Rachel Montales na go.
Nag-explain.
Nag-ano siya, nag-explain ng comment.
Nag-explain.
Ano yung message mo sa
Younger self mo. Huwag masyado maharot. Trust.
As I've shared before, I came from a broken family, and I've been in a place of questioning my own purpose and direction in life. And I think that if I'll give an advice to my younger self, I'll just remind her that
Of course, we still wanna know kasi alam naman natin, ikaw mismo nagsabi, hindi pa tapos yung laban yan hanggang hindi pa tapos yan.
So for me, what I will do is to remain. That's because you're already here, fighting for the spot to become the queen of the next queen of Pilipinas. And all you have to do is to remain calm, enjoy the journey, and just focus on that kind of competition. Because after all naman, at the end of the day, tayong mga queens, it is not just representing the Philippines. It's all about representing the crowd and what you will do after your reign. It's all about empowering yourself, but also empowering others. And siguro kung yun lang din naman yung gagawin ko, I think that with the personality that I have, I can do that.
Ira, I have another try to word this as delicately as possible. So, sobrang all out. Yung mga press meet and greet nila. Meaning to say, hindi lang isang table itong nakikita nyo ngayon. Para kay Orange na nagtatanong, ang range namin sa ganito, when we started Edge, nag-start kami ng GC-GC lang.
Actually, nag-start ako ng
Mag. ng mag. Umaakit yan from 500. Pero ay taas. Kasi syempre na media, may opinion ka ba on yung advantage nila because ma-invite nila halos maraming media? Anong feeling mo doon? And sana wag niyo kaming anxious
And I
eh.
heard, tawag dito, actually parang may mga chika din na parang, karon syempre ng intimidation.
Oo, syempre nakaka-intimidate.
Syempre hindi wala yun. Like for example, isa teams. And then syempre may mga candidates naman na talaga sobrang
All
out talaga.
First talaga, as a candidate, we have to consider our project. Hindi tayo every time that you will be have learners. And also, siguro nami-misinterpret nila na bakit nagpapa-press,
Nababayaran,
But
oo.
also, this is a great opportunity for each and every candidate to showcase themselves.
Totoo yan.
Because sometimes talaga, sa isang event, 40, we all know the 40 Filipinos, lahat sila magaling. And sometimes may mga girls na minsan nami-miss out na parang
Exactly.
hindi na na-interview kasi kulang na sa time. But it is also a great opportunity for us na parang nakafocus na lang muna sa amin.
Yun
Para
nga.
marinig yung advocacy namin as a person, kung ano yung talagang motivation namin and what we are doing in this pageant. So yun, siguro nami-misinterpret nila, pero you guys,
Roberto, mas nakikilala mo yung candidates na hindi lang tayo puro photos or sabihin natin puro videos. Pero sabi ko nga sa'yo nung time na yun, nakikilala yung
Tsaka hindi mabigat sa loob namin mag-post. Kasi if it's just posting photos, kami pwede kaming magpasahan ng photos eh. Pero when we start talking about a candidate, when we start making kwento,
Kasi sabi ko sa'yo, Mars.
if kilala niyo yung
Yes.
Yun.
Totoo ka. Or na-meet up na.
Yes.
Na tipong hindi na, ay, teka muna, parang bakit post parang wala naman ako ganon. Pero of course,
katulong din. No?
nakakatulong din talaga itong
And also for me naman, parang advantage din sa kanila nandito kayo kasi I'm also gathering your comments about me para next time sa next event, I can do better sa kung ano man yung result nung before the press presentation.
At saka this is Binibining Pilipinas. Sasali ka rin naman. Eh bakit hindi mo pa i-post?
I-all out. Yun din.
Gawin na lahat.
Ikaw rin, di ba? Parang araw-araw nakabikini ka, di ba?
Kaya ka, sabi ko, kaya
Maaga.
Anyway, Jay, I have a question.
Come on, Jay.
How would you describe your journey as a leader?
Man, if you can see talaga yung smile ko talaga.
Super.
Enjoy ko talaga. It's really tiring to be honest. Will really, yung time mo talaga maubos. But if you really love what you're doing,
I like simple choices.
nag-work pala ako or parang nakukuit pala ako.
Hi, Orange. Nasagot ba namin yung question mo?
I'm doing this not just for myself to represent the Philippines, but I'm doing this to the people na nothing is impossible.
Thank you for
will
watching,
just
supporting,
go out there and
of
just
course,
believe in
Ira.
yourself. You can be a Filipino.
What do you do for fun?
Oh, what do you do?
What do you do for you?
For fun. To be honest, I really love eating alone. To be honest, talaga.
Eating
I want
Eating
my-
ano?
coming because after all
Benny.
naman, after all, win or lose, just
Gusto ko yung ganyan, yung mga win or lose.
parang, parang you will take a lot of learning opportunities here in Philippines.
Oo, life simple choices. Nandito kasi kami sa Alimol. Parang mahina yung signal ko dito.
Meron pa naman next time. You can try next time.
Oh, so if ever that
Ano
you
yun?
want to win any crown or being a runner-up or whatsoever, you will join again?
Yes, anong gusto ko yan? Bakit naman?
Siguro pag nakuha tayo ng crowd, pag-isipan natin. Basta,
Pero gusto ko yung ganyang attitude.
nakawin tayo ng
Very
crowd.
light lang, no?
Oh, nag-enjoy lang siya. Galing! Pero, katawa. Bibihira yung mga ganyan chika, ha?
Parang, who do you look up?
Hindi si Edge. Given na yun. OG. Oh!
One of her interviews mentioned that she's runner-up and this is still not enough. Kasi I'm already is a runner-up siya. She won the school.
Yan, if someone is going to make, for example, let's say, magpakailan mo or MLK.
Wala naman MLK.
Kasi sabi nga niya, di ba, medyo... Di ba? Sinong star or...
I-Netflix mo naman, para medyo iangat mo naman yung MLK level.
Kung naman, kasi pag Netflix, medyo ano naman.
Fine, MMK, sige na nga.
MLK na lang muna. Or of course,
Sige na nga, gusto mo ipilit yung magpakilan.
sinong showbiz
Artista.
or celebrity ang gusto mo
Hindi talaga. Siguro, doon lang tayo. Lagi kasi sinasabi ng mga tao, even may passengers before na kamukha ko daw before, si Pigment daw. Siguro, I'll choose my
Actually, no, it's the lips. It's so sexy. Oo.
Pero pag naging artist siya na lang.
Ayaw na naman sa other opportunities.
Showbiz.
Siguro,
Diyos ko, pinutuhan niyo ngayon kay Cayetano, di ba?
Before yung showbiz siguro, I'll just try sa broadcasting. Kasi yun talaga.
Bagay sa yun, girl. Oh my God.
Wow, very Emma, Mary Tigla.
Oo, alam mo marami sa mga beauty queens natin ngayon na nag-crossover sa newscasting. They're doing really, really well.
Si Reggie naman, di ba, girl?
Ako ba?
Reggie, di ba?
Meiji, di ba? CJ.
CJ here.
So, anong,
Din ko din kasi
Yes,
before
totoo
yung
po.
ginagawa
May
ni
Mendoza
Miss
po.
Charo, na nag-share ng story. Kasi ganun na po sa church namin. So, sharing stories na po.
parang madali sa yung magsalita. Madali sa yung converse. Madali sa yung public speaking, it seems.
Connection.
Pero alam natin na isa to sa mga mortal fear ng mga tao. Yung talagang public speaking, yung talagang nawawala. May tip ka ba na parang, or hack on how it is to interact with the public? Kasi parang effortless lang sa'yo eh.
Siguro for me, tita, I always tell my colleagues na if they're asking me that question, don't hold back. Maybe there will be a lot of mistakes when you speak when it comes to grammar and how it we enunciate every word. But if you don't hold back and have that kind of confidence that you can do this, just speak up what is in your heart, what is in your mind, and yun na talaga, mag-flow na talaga siya. Because after all din naman, ako, ang practice ko lang, lagi sinasabi sa kanila, kumara ka sa salamin ko, sabi mo sa sarili ko.
Ako, parang kami ng lola mo. Baka kasi edad si lola mo.
Na parang, hello, hi Ira, what are you doing today? Tapos parang, what are you doing? How are you? I always have that kind of conversation with myself. In front of the mirror. Siguro medyo baliw.
Actually, ganyan din ako. Paano pagka baliw mo?
Hindi, pero alam mo, gusto ko rin, mag-agree dyan. Kasi ako rin naman, galing na naman ako sa broken home. And yung upbringing ko, medyo lonely. Kasi maraming akong family members na sobrang matatanda sa akin. Ako lang yung nag-iisang bata. So growing up, wala akong playmates. Kung hindi yung mga nasa school, pag-uwi naman sa bahay, mag-isa lang ako. And one of the reasons kung bakit na-practice ko ng word.
And also, you surround yourself. It will also help you. Intentional ka rin sa pag gusto mo na mag-learn ng public na kung mag-grow. And then you can practice it with your friends.
Medyo controversial lang tong question ko na to. Let's talk about behaviors and how it is to be a Pinipini. First of all, yung demeanor, like when you're in public, how important is it to be polite? How important is it to be at your best behavior, knowing na kargado mo yung binibini na brand? Only because there have been talks of candidates who would sometimes overstep or would sometimes get their fame into their head na ang observation sa kanila medyo nagiging bossy sila, medyo parang entitled. How do you address rumors like this, lalo na kapag mga kabago ang involved?
Siguro for this rumor, I think that some of the candidates, maybe it is their first national pageant, so they're just in the adjusting stage. But for the candidates, maybe it's also a reminder for them not to brag about their fame, but also always remind themselves that how they started. Humble beginnings pa rin talaga. Kasi after all, these people that is really in front of me, they will help you towards your goal. And if you will not have that kind of approachable personality and also someone, alam mo yun, na parang always open arms, not just because of pageantry, you can be there on their personal life. I think that, it will give you a lot of opportunities. Not just opportunities na parang it will benefit you, but also opportunities that you can help others. So yun, siguro sa rumors na to, maybe we should little bit understand or have that kind of patience for the candidates. And but also, the candidates also, they have to adjust themselves. Kasi, nandito kami, being an example, being the model of the organization. That doesn't mean that you have the ground, you have the right, or you have the power to underestimate every medias, every person that you will be talking to. But also, it is also the power for them to lead, for them to inspire you.
And what do you think is the best thing of being a Filipino?
I think the best thing of being a Filipino is that organization have taught us to be compassionate. Maybe we have our own advocacies. We came from a different provinces. We have a lot of stories that we have, and I think that knowing that we have a lot of hectic schedules, meeting a lot of person, the organization have taught us to be compassionate on how we welcome people. Because we Filipinos, we are known to be very compassionate, very kind, very hospitable, very resilient. And I always remind myself that being compassionate, it will really goes a lot of things. Parang marami talagang mararating. Pagiging mabait, if you will just smile, if you will just have that kind of heart who is always open, who is always willing, and I think that's the best.
And may last question na rin lang no, bakit ka dapat magkaroon, of course, ng binibining Pilipinas tayo? No?
I think the experience that I have, and also I am a principal. I know people and how to lead them themselves. That's why I formulate the 1,000 Journey Project, wherein we are supporting people through the different walks of life. And that is the values of also the Philippines. For me, such humanitarian activities. And I think through this, with this kind of advocacies and the same values and visions that it is more than just wearing the crown, but also representing your own self for the crown. Because after all, it's the queen that makes the crown, and it's what you will do after your reign and how you will inspire other people.
Ang ganda nun, ano?
Last question. Are you ready to wear the Filipino crown?
Yes, definitely yes. And, the moment that they called me as the official candidate of Binibining Pilipinas of this year's edition, I told myself that I am ready. I am ready.
Ira, talagang parang alam ng mga fans mo, relatives mo, na talagang you're aiming for globe. Sa mga comments lang, blue for globe, Ira for globe.
Yes.
So vocal ka talaga na
To be honest, yun talaga yung target ko. Globe.
So ikaw na lang talaga katanungin ko, no?
But I'm still thinking na, syempre, the decision will always comes from the
And
organization.
why globe pala? Anong nakita mo sa globe?
Kasi I can see myself din talaga kay Maureen.
Kay Maureen.
And I think that is my personality. And I love knowing yung visions and also yung mga gusto ni Miss Lo or on sa culture and tradition yung pinopromote nila. And yun yung gusto ko. I want to promote not just my province but also the Philippines. Kasi kita natin na sobrang rich talaga ng culture natin. And what is lacking is how we promote our country.
Ira, last question ko. Ay, sorry, hindi pa pala to last question. Pero out of curiosity lang daw, sabi ni Simple Choices. Kasi wala na kaming chance itanong to. For example, meron kayong nagawang mali or napag-usapan or nag-trend. May sanction ba or meron bang like heads up yung organization sa inyo? Kinakausap ba kayo ng organization? Pero hindi pa yung last question ko. Curious lang daw siya.
To be honest talaga, I don't have any idea if may sanction.
Kasi wala ka pa naman ginawa.
Kasi wala pa naman akong ginagawa. Hopefully walang mangyaring gano'n. But if the organization will talk to me if I did something wrong, I will appreciate it. Kasi mas gugustuhin ko na sila mismo yung magsabi na mali yung ginawa ko kaysa marinig ko or matanggal na lang ako ng sa wala. And I really appreciate yung fairness talaga ng organization, that everyone is really they're looking into someone na parang meet ba niya ng styling, niya ng makeup. And I think through that, yung talagang part ng organization for each and every candidate, alam namin na we are well taken care of.
So, ito yung last question. Pinapakinggan kita, mag-iisang oras na tayo. Parang iba yung pagmumukhang mahal mo yung binibini. Kada mukhang bibig mo, parang ang taas ng respeto sa binibini. Very kami sa binibini. But of course, binibini is entering 2022. So nagiging mas inclusive na sila, mas nag-open na sila ng doors, pati height, medyo hindi na rin ganun ka-stricto. When it comes to branding, hanggang saan yung limitasyon ng branding mo sa sarili mo at yung pakikibagay sa ideals ng binibining Pilipinas? I mean, wouldn't you lose yourself in the process?
I think that as yun nga po, tita, parang sabi niyo din, na love ko talaga Pilipinas. Since I was a child, I really do love watching every edition talaga ng Binibining Pilipinas. But I think that I should not set any limitations because I know that my character and my values is same with Binibini. So I don't have to hide myself into my what is really within me. Kasi alam ko na same lang kami. And I am here representing myself, being my own self. Kasi ako din talaga, no? As you can see, kung makakausap niyo ako in a normal day.
Kailangan mahal mo yung binibini para talagang pasukin siya at mapagod ka para dun.
Kung same lang din naman kayo ng character ni Binibini, hindi mo kailangan itago yung sarili mo. You will just flow, you will just
Shine ka lang,
shine ka
no?
lang. Just, be happy and just enjoy. Yun lang talaga.
Strict ka ba girl in person? May pag-strict ka ba? Ganun. Perfectionist yung mga ganyan.
Before, but I've learned to.
Nag-isip ako. Rin ako. Rin mo sa question.
To be honest, particular and everything that I do, especially when it comes to Binibini, but I always remind them and I always check up on them na, hey, are you okay? Parang, are you still...
Sa isang lalaki.
To be honest talaga.
Walang problema.
To be
Kasi yung
honest.
personality dito ka. Dapat kinalatan natin yung personality.
Totoo.
Totoo.
Dapat same values talaga kayo ng partner. Kasi after all, after ng marriage na yan, yes, may mga kilig-kilig. But it is your decision na kung paano ka magsustay sa person na yun. And talaga, kung hindi kayo same ng values and visions ng partner mo, I think that is really the one thing for me na parang makakiti siya.
Okay siya, matuto ka na ha. Kasi binibigyan ka na ng tips kung paano ka maghahanap ng mga booking mo.
Parang ano yung pinaka-greatest na masacrifice nito na lang sa Pascal sa Pilipinas?
Greatest sacrifice, I think my career in Philippine Airlines, because last January I got recalled with Philippine Airlines, but when I got accepted in Binibini, which is on like
AJ, this is Ira Patricia Malaluan from Quezon Province, Binibini 19.
So before I chose my career as a flight attendant, but now I'm choosing my career.
Coordinate naman.
Ano yung parang comment mo ngayon as a post ni ang ibudot about yung sa after hair, di ba? Parang
Ito naman sila pag
Medyo controversial siya ngayon.
But I think that with this kind of situation, sometimes we call out people. And my thinking is if you call out someone, if we tend to have some opinions versus people, I think you are hindering the person's space to educate yourself. Because after all, hindi naman yung intention yung kung ano man yung
Benino, this was arranged by Ira's team.
she just wants it's very important that we know the story behind the photo shoot before we judge someone,
Yes.
before we criticize someone because you don't know what that person is going through. And if you will know the story, you will just appreciate na okay, it's not intentional. I am not that person is not offending someone, but she is just showcasing something that she wants to be creating.
And lastly, as fans, and most especially your family na nanonood sa
Pati yung friendies mo.
Yes.
Nasa project ang support ko. Ito lahat na for the start.
AJ usually kasi pang invite lagi sila.
Siguro, I'm still,
Chika Estiva daw yung gown niya, guys. Wala
inspiration kahit tayo lang. Siguro, hopefully,
Narinig
dadami
ko
na
na
tayo.
actually.
Dadami na tayo, hopefully. And maraming salamat kasi yung presence niyo pa lang, it means a lot. And kayo talaga yung, as in, kayo yung pinaka-na-appreciate ko kasi yung kayo talaga yung lumalapit talaga sa akin. And to my family, thank you for all the support and love. I know that it is really a challenging part of my story, but you've always been there, encouraging me, being there for me. And thank you for that. Maybe I tend to whine a lot, nagreklamo ako. But you are there, you have the purpose, and you just want to find what is that purpose that you wanted to what you wanted to speak. And also, and maraming
Ano to? Parang testimonial.
Tester.
Especially na, kulang pa to. Pero,
Tibo na yung
Okay na to, okay na to. Okay na to.
pero, ayun, maraming salamat sa inyo kasi kayo yung talagang lumalapit sa akin. Kahit na, picturean niyo
Kahit
lang
mali yung
ako.
pagkakapronounce ko ng name sa'yo.
Na ilang linggo na tayo. Mag-finals na.
Ira.
Hindi ko Ira.
In fairness, lahat naman tayo Ira.
Kaya sobrang hype ko kayo na-appreciate kasi si Sir talaga siya yung lagi siya nag-picture sa akin Sir Kita.
Pwede niya minsan sa parade. Manda ka.
Every parang ba yun? Parang briefing ata namin sa hindi pero fun lang, parang feeling ko pa-burst ko siya, pa-burst.
Hindi naman si Mo.
Especially din pala nasa yung sister.
Wala. Maraming salamat, Mars, sa pagpapaangkas sa akin.
Siya talaga yung sobrang malapit sa mga...
Yaan nyo guys, pag medyo mahaba-haba to, ikikwento ko kung paano ang buhay namin bilang media.
Yung mother mo, napaka-sweet, laban. We are always here to support you, anak. Good luck, or unstoppable queen. Miss Rachel Montales, thank you sa stars.
Tayo naman, last message naman natin kay Ira.
Of course, sino ba namang ay?
Shut up, ang dami natin.
Bukod dito sa magka-pareho tayo.
Ay, dahil pareho tayong colorful. Uy, ngayon lang to, bes. Kung hindi mo alam, palagi ako nakalamay.
Oo nga.
Ngayon lang ako nagkulay. You know.
Ano, ganyan-ganyan kaya.
Baka bagong soltera.
Ganyan kaya, nakakatuwa kaya, yung ganyan.
Oo nga, hayaan mo na, magiging makulay. Message ko na lang sa'yo to wrap this one up. You know, I particularly remember you. Maybe not your name from back then. Kasi when you girls were given your numbers, isa ko sa mga lumabas, sobrang megawatt yung smile mo. Sabi ko sa jowa ko, because my jowa was my cameraman that evening. Sabi ko, lapitan mo yun, lapitan mo yun. Sabi ko, grabe yung smile. Sabi niya, ang pretty. Kamukha nung kitten namin.
Tita, alam mo,
So-
tsaka thank you din. Kasi before nung I'm still starting my organization, my project, nag-message ako sa'yo, Tita, baka pwedeng magpa-repost. Tapos that, ni-restoring mo yun, and doon lumaki yung...
Talaga? Naku, yun yung ginagawa namin sa mga small businesses. So, pag may small business kayo, pa-advertise na kayo. Libre lang naman. Post-post lang naman kami. Mabuti naman. And yun lang, huwag kang panghihinaan ng loob kasi ilang beses na namin nakita yan sa ilang editions. Meron at merong aari pa dyan na hindi namin alam saan nanggaling. Now, if that's gonna be you, because I think that you're an able speaker, kailangan lang ng mga ganitong opportunities to open up, to really speak to you, to hear you out. Ito talaga yung kulang sa ibang mga kandidata. So, at least may opportunity ka ngayon and good luck, do your best. Sabi ng nasa audience namin dito, ano bang idea sa gown mo? Sabi ko, I'll keep this secret muna para naman there's something to look forward to. So good luck, do well, and I don't know, really live by the ideals of Binibining Pilipinas because I find all of their characteristics and values na nasa ina.
Pagiging passionate na sa
Oo, totoo.
sa journey mo. Thank you so much sa mga viewers natin.
Salamat viewers. Konti lang naman to
Hindi mo
agad-agad.
sa ina-adjust ka na Ira ha. First time ko ata mag-live sa mga binibini na wala po I mean,
Wala nag-aaway?
no, yung
Walang
hindi siya
balahura.
bumababa sa TED.
Akala ko walang balahura.
Kasi kapag tumatagal na, medyo bumababa din yung viewers. Pero, consistent ha. Ito yung pinakamaraming stars.
Oo, Serendipity Hill. Very well
Thank
mannered.
you so much, Ira, and good luck. See you sa next event.
National Costume.
Gandang bata. Ako.
Ayan, from now on, follow namin si Miss Patricia. I see something fresh, young, very level-headed. Uy, sabi ni Shikina Olvida, love you, Ira.
She's my admin.
Ay, yan naman pala,
Shikina rin dito.
admin.
Nagsishikina rin dito.
Oy, admin, bakit namamangka sa maraming ilog?
Ayun na Shikina. Ayun, rar. Olvida, ito. O siya.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Okay.